Hi everyone, it's Helen here and thank you for joining me on today's tutorial. So today we're going to be making the cake box die set from my range Simply Made Crafts, and there's 3 ways that you can actually pop this together depending on where you want or how you want the box to open. So here is the die set here. I've just popped this onto a magnetic sheet. As you can see, it does one whole strip in one go and you get 4 individual mats for that one. And then the back here, this is where we can choose our options. So this also does cut separately, and that also comes with a mat. And we have this lovely little bow die set there, and we have this lovely decorative element here that you can add to the back of, or even to the sides if you want to. And we also get this fork here as well, so this would be perfect cut out of silver mirror card as well. And this tiny little die here, this is for the bow, just for the center. That's optional, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. Okay, so let's cut this out. So I'm going to be using my new papers from the Afternoon Tea collection. I've trimmed this down to A4. So let's grab my die plate out. So this will fit through, let me just double check, this will fit through a standard Big Shot. But I don't really want to trim down my paper anymore. I like to work in A4 sizes. So I'm just going to pop this onto my patterned paper. So what I'm doing here today is I'm cutting it directly out of the paper. What you can do, that means I won't have to use the mats, but what you can do is, I'm going to quickly show you here, I have one ready already. You can cut it out of white cardstock or any coloured cardstock and then mat it with the paper instead, so you have all that choice. But if you really want to make a nice quick and easy cake box, just do it straight from the pattern paper. Okay, so that's cut out beautifully. I'm going to try and stay tidy by putting everything back where it's supposed to go. Okay, so I'm going to be using red tape for this one because it's super easy that way. So I'm just going to fold up all of the score lines. Does all of those angles for you, and you can make a whole bunch of these up in advance as well. Okay, and there's one more here. This is hard to see, but because it's pattern paper, it's just this section here that goes inside. And I will also be using some ribbon on this as well to keep this one closed. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add red tape along the bottom tab, which is so much easier to show you on the die. This tab here. And then on the back section we have the 2 tabs either side, and then we have these teeth at the bottom, or these collection of tabs, however you like to refer to it. Okay, so I'm going to add tape to both tabs and along the teeth, and on the teeth it's going to be on the outside. Okay, so let's get this together. I'm having a bit of a tape disaster today. Right, press that down really nicely, or really well, might be a better way of saying it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pop this together just like that, and now this is the tab here that is going to fold inside there, and then we just need to pop the back on. So let's take off the backing from these. Okay, so I'm going to start here with the flap on the right hand side, so I'm holding it in that place, And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the tab to the left hand side first, just like that, and then I'm going to fold all of these in. And because I'm using the red tape, it's just super easy. There we go. And then I'm just going to close that up there, and then that is going to fold in just like that. So to keep that closed, I'm going to use some ribbon on the bottom, so you can need a glue dot. Oh, I have some here already, I don't have to get my box out, but I do have to fish out my ribbon. There we go. Right, so I'm going to add a glue dot to the bottom. Now if you have mats for this, this would be perfect for hiding underneath the mat. So add your glue dot there, give yourself enough space to tie the ribbon, add that on, and if you're adding mats, you can then add your mat over the top. If you're wondering where I got this ribbon from, I just typed in navy blue ribbon in eBay, and eBay in the UK is pretty good for ribbons because a lot of the sellers have ribbons for like buy 3 get 1 free, and the more you buy you get a discount. So I do like to buy my ribbons from eBay. So spend your time making your ribbon look lovely. There we go. So I'm going to just trim those off. You can decorate it with stamp sets. And there is the cake box. So let's quickly show you now how else you can make your closures. So moving on, I have cut this from white cardstock and I've put all the mats on there, and I have this piece here. It's pretty bright in here actually, but there is that piece. So all we're going to do is fold the corners, and what we're going to do is we're going to trim off all of these teeth. We don't need that anymore, that can go. And then what we're going to do is cut this in half. There we go. And if I can't remember the measurement, so we're going to have to adjust the mat here. So just take your ruler, and that is going to be 1 inch either side. Can glue those on. Okay, so this can get put together just with ordinary glue because it is quicker, so you can use red tape or the glue. And we're going to be gluing this lid shut. There we go, we have our little cone. You can use that as a cone, pop treats in there. Okay, so all we have to do now is add the outside flaps. Okay, so now we have our flaps for there, and all you would do is take your ribbon, add a glue dot here and here, and you would secure your ribbon around the sides just like that, and then you would tie your bow at the back. Okay, so that's another quick and easy way. So let me show you one other way. I now have my cone ready. I love these lovely papers, by the way. I absolutely love these papers. What do you think of these papers? Let me know in the comments down below. I absolutely love these. Okay, so we have two of the back sections now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my big scissors here, and on both of them chop the teeth off. Just like that. Okay, so I now have two. I'm going to keep one on the left, one on the right, one on the right. Sorry, the one on the left, this side. I'm going to cut off the right hand side tab, and on this one I'm going to cut off the one on the left. So we're going to create kind of like a gatefold. Now the one on the right I think I'm going to have tucked in properly, so I am going to take off a tiny amount, just like that, just so that it can fold together. And then I'm going to do one other step. I'm going to take my bone folder, because this is a curved line. I'm going to curve it just like that. Same on the other side, just like that. Okay, so now I have two curved pieces. Let's get that popped on, and then I'm going to add the mat to the one that's going to be on the outside. There we go. Oops. If you want to keep the other tab on, you can do, and it will just tuck itself nice and neatly inside there. Right, you're going to stay on this time? Okay, thank you. Okay, so we're now going to glue this onto there, and I might just have to curve that again. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so that's going to fold in just like that, and that's going to fold over just like that, so it's definitely a more secure box. And then again you would add your glue dots either side, add your ribbon just like that, and then tie it nice and neatly at the back. And then you can decorate it with a lovely bow, and then you can add maybe a die cut fork on the top as well, maybe with a paper flower. There we go, on the top. That would look really nice. Okay, so that is the cake box, made 3 different ways. I've made a big mess now, so I'm going to have to tidy that up, but I don't mind because it's going to be nice and clean once I'm done. So that is the cake box die set. If you like this one, give me a thumbs up. This die set is available at Craft Stash, and thank you for joining me for Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.